Gardeners, it is October 2021. Today I want to talk to you about a plant that I'm really loving, that I really just discovered this past year. You've heard me mention it before, Mexican sunflower. Latin name is Tithonia diversifolia. Heard people laud castor bean as one of those plants you can stick in the ground and really get it to grow fast and provide cover for sensitive tropicals. And I never went the route of that because castor bean is really toxic. So this plant right here is a wonderful substitute for that. So this plant in front here, I planted last year, cut it back in spring, and it's put on about 15 feet of growth this year. It's really tall. It's providing cover to my mangoes over here. Puts on beautiful sunflowers during spring and summer. So wonderful attractant for hummingbirds, bees. Pound for pound, this is equivalent to chicken manure. So when I chop this back, I will have free fertilizer to put around my fruit trees. So pretty amazing to be able to grow your own fertilizer so easily. Aggressive grower. So you can see down here, the newer growth is thinner obviously and green, and then you see that woody thick growth. What I understand for propagation is that you need to actually root the cuttings. So you'd want to take something woody like a section from there to root that, and they will root within a few weeks. If you're going to try to root this during the summer, just know that it's going to need to be moist at all times, and you're going to want to keep it out of light. It actually has its best chance to root in shade. So nice thing about this is once you've got your first plant growing, you can easily take cuttings off of it and get it going in many different spots in your yard. I'll show you another clump of it that I've got behind this fig tree. We had a really wild windstorm come in last week, and you can see it toppled this thing. So that's one thing to just note, that the roots are not going down that deep. Kind of reminds me of a papaya. It gets really top heavy, and you can see it's kind of uprooted there. So I need to definitely come in here and clean this up, reduce the weight, chop this down. It does need warm temperatures. It doesn't like frost. Something that should grow back for you each year. So if you plant enough of these in your yard, then you are going to have a pretty good supply of fertilizer for your fruit trees. So it seems this plant is a lot more well known in Florida, in the Phoenix area at least. The gardeners don't seem to be aware of it. So I just want to put out a short video on its benefits, how I'm using it in my garden, and how you might possibly want to leverage it as well. And if you do want to get a plant start, like I said, don't go with seeds. That's not how they propagate. There's not a good germination rate on that. Very difficult. Your best bet is to get a rooted cutting. And I got mine from Pete Canaris at Green Dreams. And he's really the only source that I know of that has legitimate Tithonia diversifolia plants. Hope you enjoyed the quick video. Happy gardening.